Hey, what's up everyone? Danny and Alex. Today, in this video, we're going to talk about some mixed martial arts, but more specifically, how you can get the over-under position and use that to your advantage to take the fight to the ground. So check it out. All right, so the over-under, this is a wrestling move, right? So we do this in NOGI, mixed martial arts, and wrestling. But in mixed martial arts, this is going to be a very common position because the clinching aspect of fighting, either you're on the cage or in the middle of the cage, you're not going to be clinching like you do in Thai boxing using the plum. When I use the plum, now I'm giving him access to just lower his level and go for a shot. So when we get into the clinch position, you're going to want to prevent that to happen. So this is why Alex has the underhook on this side. I also have the same thing on the opposite side. So that way, if I'm trying to go and pick his leg up, look at where his arm is. He's always going to block me and raise me back up so he could start to defend the shots from the clinch position. Now, the clinch or the over-under position, which we like to refer to, is going to be a position we can use to take advantage to take it to the ground anyhow, right? Let's switch sides. Let's say, for example, we're pummeling here, and let's say, for example, I want to take the fight to the ground. One position we can do is simply level change, but also use the wrist control first, so that way I can peel it off. It's very important because I just try to attack this leg here. His arm is always going to be in the way, right? So I'm going to get the wrist control position and now feed it into the arm drag. What happens from here now is my opponent will be looking away. So I've just created an angle for myself. It's almost like in fighting, when you create that angle to get the blind spot, but now you're going to use the arm control to peel this off and make the opponent look away. Now I'm going to change my level at this point, but watch what my head does. It's going to bump, so the weight removes from the leg that's near me. And that's going to help facilitate a very easy single leg grab. So the whole technique is going to look as such. Once I'm here, one, and now look how I can pick his leg up. And now it's very important to pinch his leg between your, use your legs to control. And now from here, you're going to go for the single leg position. And now from here, we can go palm to palm or elbow grip. And now we just spin, and he'll be able to take the fight to the ground. Okay, so the entry is what's important right now, is not the takedown, is how you actually get into the position. So wrist control into the arm drag, push him away so you can grab the leg. And the reason you push him away is because if you don't do this, and you get into a position where you just try to pick the leg up, sometimes there's too much weight. Alex is going to be putting weight on his leg, and it's hard to pick the leg up. What we're going to do instead is bump him. So as you get to here, look, you bump him away so the leg becomes very light. He has to hop on the rear foot instead, and now you have a perfect control. And one more point is, when we go for the single leg, I don't want to have a curved back like this and have my head down. He's going to be pushing. So I want to have a nice strong posture. My spine is aligned and I'm driving forward with my head like this. So now it's hard for him to push me away, and now you just spin your leg around, and from here, ready to take the fight to the ground. Now the second technique, we'll face the camera like this, is going to be an easy technique where we have the overhook side where we're leaning, and his leg is going to be facing you. So what's going to happen now is the far side is the underhook. We're going to take a step inside and drop our knee as such. Now it's going to make us use the inside trip. The inside trip, or also referred to as the uchigari, is a great technique to surprise your opponent and take the fight to the ground. So now from here, maybe sometimes you're trying to get the wrist control, the guy has a tighter grip, you're not be able to peel this one off. So now what you do is the side you're leaning, you'll see his leg is in front. If it's not in front and he has a reverse stance like this, you want to pull him in and make him force. As you bump, he might try to bump back and resist you. Now you take your leg and make sure you don't go on the outside. I always go from the inside out. And now look, the trip is done by using the foot, dropping your leg to the mat and making the opponent lose the balance in the tie-up. Another technique from here is from the over-under. What we're going to do is push forward. As I push here, he's going to want to resist and push back. Everyone's trying to fight here and get an angle, get a better position. So as I feel the weight pushing against me, I'm going to go with the flow, but now I'm going to pick his leg up. As I drive here, I'm going to lift and turn to take the fight to the ground once again. So from here, the over-under on the opposite side. As I drive forward, he's driving in. Pick his leg up, and I'll turn the opposite way and turn with him. Now from here, ready to take the fight to the ground. Okay, the last one. Same position. We're pummeling here into the over-under, and now we can take advantage. Sometimes we talked about where we can shoulder bump on one side to create space to boom, cross over, right? So now, in this position, it's very easy to also surprise the opponent and drive on the side you're watching. So where my head is, that's where I'm gonna start to drive. In reality, you're gonna start running and sprinting away. So what you wanna do is drive the underhook as high up. Imagine you wanna bring the arm across the opposite side, like you wanna hit him with your arm. So you're gonna drive this here. What that does is drive all the weight onto his lead leg. And when I do so, I'm gonna stop that lead leg where he can't hop and drive the fight all the way to the mat. From here, and now you have the top position, and you can start your side control techniques. So once again, we're here, you drive forward, tap it. Now from here, top position. All right, so there you have it, guys. Some cool takedown techniques you can use for mixed martial arts, Nogi, Jiu-Jitsu. These come from wrestling. Guys, hope you enjoyed. Leave us a thumbs up, and we'll see you
in the next video.
Take care.